Hi, I'm Sierra Morris and this is Chuck and the Chicks. In this video, I'll be talking about easy, no-cost, and low-cost enrichment ideas for chickens. Chicken enrichment is any safe item or activity you can add to your chicken area that alleviates boredom and helps your flock express natural chicken behaviors like scratching, perching, and exploring. Boredom is a form of stress in chickens, and if left unaddressed, it can lead to behavioral issues, aggression, and even illnesses and ailments. Luckily, there are many free and low-cost things you can add to your chicken area to keep your flock healthy and engaged now and in every season. Here are some enrichment ideas that work great for me on the homestead. Here are some enrichment ideas that work great for me on my homestead. Add a decomposing log or a large piece of wood for your chickens to explore. A note of caution here, be certain the log you choose to add to your chicken area isn't already home to mice or a snake before adding it to your chicken area. Decomposing wood offers a variety of textures and nooks and crannies for your flock to explore. Your flock can obtain enrichment by removing insects from the log, perching on it, and exploring it. Don't remove or gather materials from public places or private property without the appropriate permissions. Gather dry leaves and yard grasses in a pile. Be certain any plant materials you add to your chicken area haven't been treated with yard chemicals or pesticides because these chemicals can be harmful or even deadly to your chickens. Add gathered long grasses and dried leaves to your chicken area in a pile. Your flock will enjoy scratching through them and searching for seeds and insects. Fermented feed and treats. You can create simple homemade chicken treats or ferment the chicken feed you're already using to create a nutritious meal for your flock. To ferment your chicken feed, add 1 cup of feed to 2 cups of filtered water. You can use a filtered pitcher or sink attachment, purchase filtered water, or leave tap water out overnight so the chlorine evaporates. Place in a container with a loose lid or cover the opening with a cheesecloth or an old t-shirt to allow air from the fermentation process to escape, but to keep insects out. Place your fermented feed somewhere cool out of direct sunlight. Feed to your flock within 24 hours or up to 3 days. Fermented feed should smell sour like yogurt or kombucha. If it smells like rot, the feed has spoiled and you shouldn't feed it to your flock. Do a small test batch first to make sure your feed ferments well. Be sure to choose a large enough container because the feed volume will double as a result of the moisture and the fermentation process. I created a whole video about how to ferment your chicken feed at home and how to make your own homemade treats. I'll be sure to include the link for that video below in the description. Let your flock scatter their own ground cover litter on their own. Whatever ground cover litter you're using, leave it in a pile and your flock will have fun scattering it themselves. I use pine shavings in my run to keep my run from becoming muddy. My flock loves pecking and scattering the pine shavings on their own as an enrichment activity. Natural log perches and roosts. Using gathered large branches, you can create natural perches and roosts for your flock. This allows your flock to express natural perching behavior and additionally helps protect them from frostbite by giving them relief from the cold, wet ground in the wintertime. Make sure your branches are at least 3 inches in diameter and able to support the weight of your chickens. Objects like an old thrifted chair or a shelf can also make a new perching surface for your flock. Remove any sharp edges or protrusions from any objects that your flock will be perching on to avoid conditions like bumblefoot. Vegetables or fruit on a string. I use a simple eyelet screw and insert the screw into vegetables or fruit for my flock to enjoy. Note that it's important to remove or store any string afterward because if a chicken ingests string, it can harm or even cause death. Monitor your flock when you're feeding treats on a string and be sure to remove the string when they're done enjoying their treat. Create a flock-friendly puzzle box from an old cardboard box. You can reuse a cardboard box and create a puzzle box for your flock. Safely cut holes in the side of a cardboard box large enough for your chickens to insert their heads. You can cut different shapes and sizes and openings. Inside the box, place your chickens' regular feed or treats. Your flock will enjoy exploring the box to gain access to the treats. Monitor your flock when they're using a puzzle box and be sure to remove it when your flock has finished the treats or the feed inside, or else they may begin to consume the cardboard itself, and that's not healthy for them. Sturdy parrot toys. Toys intended for strong, large-sized parrots are also safe for chickens. I choose the toys that are sturdy and don't include lots of string, like a rubber ball with a bell inside. You can insert feed, scraps, and treats inside the parrot toy for your flock to enjoy. And finally, purchase chicken toys. Reasonably priced chicken toys are available to decorate your run and amuse your flock. I have a small rainbow xylophone and a wooden swing. You can also create your own chicken swing with a sturdy branch or scrap wood and 2 pieces of strong rope. These toys are not necessary, but it's helpful to provide some form of enrichment to your flock to keep them healthy and engaged, especially if they'll be living partially or in full-time confinement. I hope you enjoyed these no-cost and low-cost chicken enrichment ideas for your backyard flock. Small flocks and small gardens can save the world. Every flock grown in the presence of a family with love. Every small garden and container garden makes this world a better place. Thank you for everything you're doing here with me on the channel, and thank you for everything you're doing with your own flocks, your own gardens, and your own container gardens all over the world. Thank you to all of my current, new, and long-term subscribers. My purpose is to share information about backyard chickens and homesteading with as many people as possible to make this information more accessible and easier to understand, but I couldn't do that without each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for your support and for being here with me on the channel. You don't have to spend lots of money to keep your flock engaged, happy, and healthy now and all winter long. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We would love to have you as part of our flock. Lots of love from our coop to yours. See you next time.